hello. There we go. We have sound. Thank you, Angus. You are awesome. Awesome. So that's that. Fixed. Sound is fixed. Okay, I think it's fixed. Now we pour some little bit of tea into our teacup here. And pull that over here. I'm probably going to spill it. Slurping some tea here. All right, so we're going to go back to here. I think we'll go back to our now we can click in here. All right, let's see what we've got, what mode we are in here. This should work here. Okay, I guess this is going to be a white mode. I don't think it's supposed to be. No, it's not. This is supposed to look a little better. This is the first time I've viewed this in this, I think, EV or something mode. And, okay, it has to, like, write the textures and fix them, make them work. Okay, so I should be able to now. No, that's not what we want. We want to go back to 0 on that. This one. I think it's this. So if I bring this, okay, like this maybe, then I can move us up like this. And then like that again. And just not as far so that the leaves are in the way. Now let's see what this looks like rendered. Let's go. Okay, we're in our. All right, let's see what this looks like rendered now. I hope I didn't delete too much stuff. Okay. He's out walking around. Now he's got still a little bit of a problem here. It looks like his leg is in the tree there. And so this is Bjorn, or Bjork. I'm not sure. I think it's Bjork. B-J-O-R-K, Bjork. All right, so we've got a problem with this tree here. So if we take our... Okay, it's still rendering. Let's stop the render. And let's move this environment. Which way would that be? This way. Okay, he's part of the environment here. So let's take this out of here. Let's just move him into his own scene collection. And which one, where, okay, this is the other. Okay, so if we select this now, no, that's not working. Okay, how about we move him ahead? Yeah. And up in the air, Z. And we take this foot, and we have to go into pose mode. This right here, would be rotation. Nope. That's rotating the whole thing. This one. I forgot how to pose. Pose. That doesn't work. Rotate. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now it looks like his feet aren't so terribly off. Z. Okay, how about his toes? All right, let's see if this works. Now render this. Tea, we are having tea. It's a little bit of cinnamon, a mix of rosehip and cinnamon and some blackberry. All different kinds of tea. Now here's our light. Let's cancel this render. Now the light. If we go into this mode, what happens when we move the light here? Okay, that's X. Okay, we didn't get the light. Light. Okay, this would be environment. I'm starting to remember this. This is really complicated render properties. Layer. Okay, world. Where's the world one? Okay, regardless of the world. Okay, world. And environment. Is there like any kind of sun? I thought there might be one here. It seems to be gone. The pub, hide, root, camera. The light is here. Okay, so let's. This background. We'll go with background image. Background. Okay, that's not working. Preview. Background color. Okay, would be background. Somewhere here it's going to say image. Okay. World. World. Okay, this is correct. Background. This is supposed to let me switch this to an image. Okay, it might be this principled thing. Volume hair. Okay. Background, world, surface. I think it was just supposed to say image, but no, this is supposed to, this isn't right. Translucent volume. I've got something wrong here. Scene properties. Scene collection. Cycles. Now let's go back. Here we go. This is more. Okay, background. That's it. Background. And image. There it is. And then we open this. And we go to HDRIs. It's thinking. It is. I don't think this is going to work. Some of them might show up. I just have so many that okay. Twin sun, twilight. Now it's thinking again. These images are so large. That's why there's such a problem with them. Okay, we'll go to this maybe. View, and I think it might scroll through them a little better. Yeah, all right. Twin sunset, okay. What are we at here? Town. What's this? Okay, this doesn't seem to be working, but let's go to our render. Render that again. Background. Well, it doesn't look, it looks better than it did, but it's not quite what I was looking for. Background. All right, let's see if we can close that down. Let's try a different one. Where's this image? What would be, what color? Image texture. Okay, that's let's go this way. These are some of the ones I like light. What I need to do is go to the beginning here, and I think there's a folder. It's, yeah, HDRI PNG. Now these ones will show. So if I can get the name of them, okay, display, these will show. These are meant to show. Okay. They'll all paint real quickly. You have to paint for the first time, but okay. Come on. I just rendered all of these, so they're starting to populate. These will all populate. Alright, so we'll be able to see what our... I had to buy all of these pictures, but what these are, they're like 360-degree images, okay? Now this is one that's kind of nice, but I think I can find something even better. They're still populating, as you can see. Now, here's something. Sunset. Why aren't these ones showing yet? They just haven't populated yet. I jumped down too quick. They're still populating in other places. Okay. Slowly they'll all populate, and then the next time I come in, they shouldn't have to populate again. Alright. I'm not sure that... See, these are all like... I'm not sure that it took... that these images... took the right amount, right picture from... Okay, let's call this, let's see what this is. Rename. Okay, let's take this one right here. Copy. Now we go up one. And we search for this. Paste. Hello. Let's try sky in here. The whole HDRI thing is a mess. It's a mess in Blender. It's a mess in Daz. It's a mess. Okay, sky. Here we go. Let's do this. Open image. .hdr. Sky. Find this. Copy. V. Okay, SKY, are you going to let me even type in there? No, I don't think so right now. What's happened to my camera? All of a sudden, all right. right, let's go over here. Open this. All right, let's see if we get this back again. All right, back in here. It did finally put it there, but now, what's this sky? Let's try this. Sky. And now let's go to render settings, render image. It should have a nice orange tint to it if it's working right. If not, there might be some weird kind of, all right, it looks different. It's still rendering. It's not orange like I expected it to be. Maybe it's a different sky than I thought it was. Okay, let's go here. We're going to go back to here. We can't, it's not going to render these like this. So we just have to pick one and try it. Okay. Back, let's go to this. All right. Let's try this. Now, I am not sure why it's the combined one. Okay, I just messed that up. Okay, scene world. I'm not sure why this isn't. Something weird about my scene here. There's something in the scene that's obscuring. Hide this. And Daz root. Still not showing the. But it will show it here. Render image. I think. See, it looks correct here, but I'm not really sure why I do this in Blender. It's just for the nostalgia of it or the challenge. But I mean, I would be much more progressed in this scene if I wasn't doing this with Blender. Group, okay, shrubs, trees, island. What if we hide the island? No, okay. Oh, this did hide something here. All right. So there's something in the island. Pose. Shape. Some kind of shape here. No. We hide this island thing and we end up with we can see our sky now. At least it seems like we can. So let's just delete the island. No, we can't delete the island. Z. Control Z. Bring the island back. Okay. We can turn that off, whatever that is. It's something obscuring the sky. So now, at least when I load in, now we go, but we're in background. When I load an HDRI in, we might actually be able to see what we're doing here. Autumn. Cloudy sky. Let's just try some of these skies. See now this, now we're getting somewhere. We're not seeing anything with clouds yet, but I don't think I've really loaded the right sky. What I have to do is be able to rotate the sky, and I'm not there yet. Dusk, twilight sky. Let's try one of these. Oh, that's kind of nice. It's cold though, and I wanted something warm, orangey. Boy, this is letting me dawn clean. Factory. Sunset. There we go. Okay. That's what I was looking for. Something. Now let's see what this looks like in a render. Welcome. Did you go make some tea, Angus? Render image. Let's see what we've got now. Now he shouldn't look so cold, and I don't know how I get by in this program, even slim, like, because this program is so complicated. And how I got this figure in here in his with a pose and hair and his clothing on, and how I got this scene in here, and then very good, very nice. Well, I'm having some rosehip tea right now myself. So this is looking pretty good now. So now he's got a light on him. I don't know how. Okay, this one of these says lights or something. Physics property, object properties. All right, if I select this and then I go up to this light. What if we select something different in the scene? The light. Light. Okay. And this is the light. So we should be able to change some of this light. Brush. Okay, there's the light color. Let's see, this is changing the color of the light. Let's see what we've got here. So this light is actually working. Power. Let's go 1,500. Watts. All right, let's see what go maybe a little more yellow. So it looks like a sun, kind of. And how do I hide? Hide. No, Shift H. Control Z. All right, whatever I just did, we don't want to do that. All right, let's render this again and see what it looks like. All right. All right, I don't think he's looking at the camera. Now, also, I'd like to bring the light. What if we go into this EV mode now? Okay, so we're learning about our light here that's in our scene, so we can just zoom out of here now. We can move around. Okay, this. And now we're in a different mode here. We can move up, and we should be able to see the light here at some point when we zoom out. There is our light. Think. Come on, where's the light? Where is my light? Where's my light? Okay. What a mess. I am not used to this. I think this is the light. That is the light. Hey, welcome, and Jerry. I am feeling well, and I am doing well. So we have a light here. And I am trying to figure this out. We are working in Blender. Yes, we are today. And so, okay, now if I go into properties here, one of these is properties. There it is. Think we can move the light. I can't really tell. Okay. We can move the light down, which would be Z, I think. Yes. We can move the light over this way a little bit. See again. Now we go back to our camera and zoom in, move it up so that we can see the whole image here. And we pull this over a little bit. And this, I guess, is all right, let's see what this looks like now. How have you been? I hope you are doing well too, and Jerry. I hope you are doing well. So, yes. I'm just barely kind of. All right, I think that looks better. It lights his body better. I don't think he's looking quite at the camera, so we're gonna try and move our camera now. That switched the camera. We rotate it along this way. No, not that way. Y. Like this, and then like this, maybe? No, like this. And that should get him looking. I am so bad. I could have rotated him as well, but then I'd have to fix his feet on the sand again. Render image. Ah, that sounds really nice. The vegetable garden. I'm of that same kind of idea where I would rather, rather plant something that I can eat. Like I don't have a farm area, but I do have a front porch. A balcony on my apartment, and it gets like almost all day sun. So I could plant flowers, but I'm the kind of person that I'd rather use that to like grow parsley and spices, and I grow basil, which doesn't always grow that well. I've grown cilantro, and I've grown tomatoes, which sometimes some years they do better than others. And I've grown, what was that big tree? Oh, I've grown jalapenos bushes, and brought them in the wintertime, and then put them back out the next year and had a whole bunch of them grow. So I'd rather grow something that I can eat. I'm that kind of person. I just, flowers are pretty, they're good for the bees and all. I guess there's not much more I can do. Now, if I was in Daz, I'd probably give him a beard and all, but there's not much I can do with him once he's here in Blender. He doesn't have any hair on his body. Banana peppers, whoa. Yeah, jalapenos, you can bring them them if you plant them in a planter, you can bring them in and they will last 2 years. It's the third year I don't think they last more than 2 years. But the second year you'll get like a bumper crop. There'll be jalapenos everywhere. You can bring them in and let them stay kind of dormant in the inside. And yeah, I did that 1 year, and the next year I had jalapenos everywhere. It was very nice. So this isn't too bad. Now I'm wondering, maybe that light is to, where's the material for that? Here? No, here. What? Okay, that was my... banana peppers. I haven't tried them. So I'm a big fan of growing spices and foods. Okay, this isn't working. Okay, maybe there. think the, yeah. Now, let's save this as, this is Bjork, B-J-O-R-K, B-J-O-R-K. This is going to be Bjork. And let's go to, I love spicy, so I don't think of banana peppers being that spicy, so you must have gotten a certain variety of them that okay, we are looking for, where is this here? And this would be my Daz Studio renders. This is it. And where are the folders inside here? There should be folders here. Oh, there they are. Now, I think I'm gonna start a folder here called Blender Projects. Okay. I don't know if the jalapenos could transfer heat. And the jalapenos, there's two varieties of jalapenos. There's the original jalapenos, which are very, very, very hot. And then there's this new variety that some guy, I think he may have like crossbred jalapenos with like green peppers or some bell peppers or something. And so all the jalapenos that you normally buy in the grocery store are that variety. So you can chop them up and put them in a salad and they won't like make you want to die. Kind of hot. So it all depends on the variety. If you get the original variety, then they are so hot you can't really you can't, unless you've developed, like, killed your taste buds or something. They are they're kind of too hot to use. And then there's the other variety, which I would assume that person who, now every seed in the world, I would imagine they are a millionaire now if they were able to, capitalize on that change that they made with jalapenos. But every supermarket, that's all they sell are the mild jalapenos. And every once in a while, somebody will grow the really hot ones, and they are like, whoa, they are so hot that you only need like a quarter of one to in a where you can put almost a whole one of those mild jalapenos in a dish. And still have it edible. So I think the orange is better than the yellow. So even though I thought the yellow was kind of sunny, I was thinking sunnier looking. But the orange, I think, is a little more natural looking. So the sky, I'm still not getting any kind of clouds in the sky. And I think the majority of this lighting is coming from, now you can make distant lights here in Blender. So I had other hair on him and I thought it looked better. This is that like kid hair. It's like made for a young kid. But it looks okay on him. not all hair imports into Blender right, and I had this hair that I really liked on him, and it wouldn't import. The hair was disconnected from the skull cap, and it said to use like Control P, and I couldn't get it to work. I wasn't selecting the right elements, and Control P is supposed to make it parent to the scalp. They could be. I don't know that everything came in here when I imported the island, because it's Blender's notorious for not importing everything, and so I didn't have to import everything one by one. It worked. I brought the model in first. Save this now, and then I brought in the scene. And so it's that's the way you do it, is you bring in the mesh, and I use the Daz to Blender bridge. I haven't been able to figure out. It's like every time I watch a video on diffeomorphic, it like goes over my head. It's something I could do. I am kind of skilled in that. Now, how do I make that disappear? Was it M? Control M, Control N. No, it's Shift N. Shift M, Alt M. Okay, there used to be a way to make this. I think if I just click on this again, or drag it over. Okay, get that out of the way. So I don't know how to make these. There was a way, something H, with the H is to hide these. We're in object mode. Yeah, I'm getting results out of this, out of using the Daz to Blender bridge. I mean, this is what I would call results, and so now I'm not actually moving the camera. I'm moving this around here. So, because if I click back on here, it takes. I kind of like how the camera stays. When you move things around, the camera doesn't let you move the camera unless you actually move the camera through other means. So, which is kind of interesting. Now, see this sky, let's take a look at this sky. I see like nothing remarkable about this sky. There's not a cloud in it or anything. Okay, let's go back here to... So let's play around with the sky again, because it's a nice sky, but it just doesn't have anything remarkable about it. And I like these DT Sol skies. So let's do a SO. All right. With the shader editor post, okay. Oh, okay. All right, because that's right. There was something about the skin color that doesn't quite come out right with diffeomorphic. I think there was something I noticed. I said somebody said about the skin color not coming out right. Let's try another one of these sunsets. I don't want to I've gotten better with it. I still have a ton to learn. DTSOL SO. All right. Yeah, you know, I don't really want to I don't think I think you're being kind. 'Cause when I put it down and I come back, it's like I have like no idea what I'm doing anymore. So that's now this image strength. What if we bring this up? Is that for the sunset? Let's try something big like 8. Yeah, so that is making the sky a little brighter, but I think I like that back at the default, like but it's just too ominous now. This, you know, what I was envisioning doing, like some guy on a beach, and then it turned into this, and this is absolutely just not at all what I had in mind. So this, so it's very difficult to do this. Now, some of these maple ones are nice, but I don't think the maple trees... See, everything is coming out like plain. Now, if I come up in here and look at this, it's like it's upside down. It's almost like the sky is upside down. It's like linear, flat, sphere. Okay, let's... All right. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong, is this... Smart. Okay, let's try a different thing here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I had no idea how to do like anything in Daz. So. I mean, in Blender, you are right. I'll give you that. There were so many. I've put hours hours and hours into it since I first started this out. And now I'm wondering if I go upside down, if there's a sky down here underneath. No, it doesn't appear to be. Where are the skies? Okay, there's my light. So the light is actually working. So maybe I just am continuously picking the wrong sky here. Sky, they sell a lot of like clear sky things. Rocky Arch Beach. See, I'm just not getting... Okay, this is a 16K, so this is going to take a while to load, I think. Yeah, well... All right, now let's take a look at this. No, it's something is wrong here, and I think it might be... have something to do with the Daz sky. Pose, okay, there's this, and then there's environment, Daz environment, and in here are all these things, and I've hidden the island, but it's still here. Island, modifier, ocean, okay, island modifiers. Now I'm wondering if there's some kind of fog or mist hiding the sky. What's this? Okay. And I don't dare okay. Vertex group, island. There's something in here. Now, if I take this shape, island shape, see, that didn't do it, so ocean. Oh, we have an ocean here. And I'm wondering if the ocean is somehow obscuring. Oh, this is part of the island. Hide the ocean. And that didn't work. I think if I delete this, it's going to delete the whole. Delete the ocean. And I think it's going to delete this whole. Yeah, it does. Control Z. See, I don't understand how things. I don't understand how, like, things work, like these bones and all these different aspects of this. Because it's like, if you notice the island, this is my understanding of it. The island is like a person, okay? It's like a human, okay? And so it has a head and a neck and arms and legs. And all of these different plant parts and all the different parts, the trees and shrubs, are like distributed over the skeletal body of the island. And you see, that's and they're part of a pose. They're posed to the island, and that's one of the hardest things for me to get my head around right there. And shape. Now when I hide that, the island disappears. But I'm able to hide this one, and if I don't, I end up. So something is like blocking the sky from showing correctly. I don't know what it is. See, it looks, you can kind of see it. It's like something there. Like a dome of some sort. And, all right, let's go into here. This, we'll go into object properties, and I think if I select this and then this, okay, these are the objects. Yoko, triangle Yoko, island. Okay, tree shape, triangle down, triangle up. What are these? It won't let me select them. Okay, it's island. So it won't let, okay, so this is the world view. Tree shape. And textures. Okay, these are trees, island textures. Small plant. See, these are bones. And okay, this is all self-explanatory. This is my figure. And now if I were to unhide this, okay, okay, in here, okay, icosphere. I'm going to just delete this Daz hide and try deleting this. Delete hierarchy and delete Daz pub. And that did nothing. At least it didn't mess him up in any way. I've been told not to delete those things. Back to the camera. Okay, so we still have this Daz root thing. There's these groups. The island, and I have it like hidden, but it's not hidden. Ocean, and I don't know how to. Okay. Island shape. Okay, ocean. There's obviously a texture on the ocean. Island shape. Island. There's another island here. And another island ocean. Okay, this is island shape. When I turn that off, it's and there's this island. It's just very puzzling to me. Vertex. Okay, vertexes are layers, bones groups, viewport display. This is the octahedral. See, when I turn this on, you notice it's like suddenly there's this big thing there are these big octahedral things in the scene, and I have no idea, but you can turn them off like that. Now it just let me zoom. Okay, zoom way out on the scene. Okay, see, there's something else here. That's it. You see this thing. It's blocking my world, my sky. This is strange as can be. Very strange. There's something here. Oh, it's a background. This is a background. And backgrounds are like dynamic. They, no matter how you move around, the background's always there, kind of thing. How to turn off the background. Oh, background. Okay, that's this. All right, surface background. All right, now is that the same now? World, surface, image, okay, oh, okay, image, background. All right, so environment texture. And then we open, add a new, open. We go to our HDRI. Okay, this seems different. Okay, and this is equirectangular. We would want a mirror ball. Winter sky. Let's try something here like this. All right, this is looking sort of right. Maybe equirectangular is what we need, though. Okay. This is really strange now, how this... it's still a background, though. And I'm wondering if Anna Strophic, if I picked the wrong background. Because I picked background, and background isn't really the same thing as a sky dome. A background is like a plane that every time you move the camera, the plane moves with your camera. So it's like you're always, like, no matter where you move your camera, the plane is always there, kind of weird thing. So let's go to our camera view. Okay, so we have now a sky. At least I've managed to get a sky. All right, so because I changed this color to environment from image texture to environment texture. This is kind of cool. So now the thing is we have to go into shading up here. Shading. And we have to go to Object, World. And now this is our thing here. And I have a blender. You know, it might help if I didn't have so many darn things open and have Daz open at the same time. Things might be a little bit. Let's close this. New. All right. Now I have a blender folder here. It's called a blender document. Blender tips. And minimum, okay, okay. I've fixed Genesis 9 on how to scatter objects on a surface. Okay, I don't think I put it. Every image with a resolution between medium height gets medium compression. That's Daz. So I didn't write it down in here. So we have to go to here, go to Daz, and then down here, all the way down here, I think I have a folder. And it says Blender here, I think. Alright, how to export a figure. Okay. Moving toolbars, Blender tips. Quick fire. Rendering realistic fire. Okay, Blender, here it is. Blender, and it's here. Blender fundamentals. Glass. Duplicate. I am looking for, there's a way to rotate, how to rotate a figure. How to installing the Daz to Blender bridge. Okay, it's down here. I just missed it somewhere. I swear it's in here. Okay, it's got to be in here. Animating. Blender. Okay, moving toolbars. Quick fire. How to I might just be easier to find it on YouTube by searching for this guy. He makes this awesome video of just how to do it real quick. And you think I could remember how to do that every time I need to? No. Okay. Let's go to YouTube. How to rotate sky in all right, let's see if we can find it. Oh. Let's see. How to rotate sky texture. Sky shader. Rotate HDRI. How to rotate HDRI in Blender. Okay. I want the specific one that I know is very helpful. Okay, let's try a different approach here. Daz, let's go to here, and it would be bookmarks, bookmark manager, and then we'll go into Daz, HDRI. I think this is it. This might be it.
So this is a very basic tutorial, but it's one I did a long time ago and a lot of people watched it, so I want to make sure it's updated for the newer versions of Blender, and that is how to apply an HDRI to your scene. So before we do that, make sure you have an HDRI. A place that I would recommend is Polyhaven/HDRIs. You can download like outdoor ones, indoor.
Okay, this is what we want.
Now the question is there another way to apply an HDRI? And the answer is yes. So I'm going to start with the new Blender scene. Another way to do this is go to Shading. From Object, switch this to World. So now we're doing the world shading. This is what's happening behind the hood. For the background, for the color, you want to use an environment texture. So it's again the same thing, and you can see it loads it right here. We open, and for our HDRI, we load in an HDRI. I'm going to...
Okay, let's see. I think that's what we have here. Yeah, we have the environment texture. And so this is the last part here.
I'm going to load in a different one this time. So you can see we have a nice indoor one. The difference between this and the other approach,
this is the part I can't remember,
is if we add in a couple...
Mapping and texture coordinates. So we want to come here and add, okay, add, mapping, and I think it goes to this, mapping, and texture coordinate, X search, TEXTURE coordinate. Okay. Texture coordinate. All right, and this goes here. How did he route those? Goes from generated into vector, okay. To vector. And then we can go now to vector mapping. Okay, that's over here now. So now we can go back to our layout, I think it was. Yes, and we go to our world here, mapping, vector, and when we spin this thing around, now rotation would be Z. Now, okay, I think that's Z, but I think what that just did something weird. All right, so let's go back to 0 with this one. It might be X. No, that's not. It's rotating the sky now, though, the sky dome. 0, let's try Y. No, so I think it is the Z one. 0. And I think everybody's gone. So I think if we go mirror ball here, what's this? Okay, I think what we want is this mirror ball. Because when we rotate it then along, let's go into this EV mode. And I think that's still going to show me my sky. What if we turn off Daz figure? All right. Oh, you're still here. Good. Thank you. I don't know why it says 0, that there are 0 people here. But, okay, Daz root. There we go. That turned off my whole... Oh, maybe we can... Okay. Oh, it just turned back on the things there. This is the one we turn off. I think this... all right, which one do we turn off here? There's this one here. Daz Highland, right? There. Okay, so we can come back in here. We can turn off Daz figure. So we can rotate this scene around a little easier. Alright, so now let's see what happens when we rotate the sky. Yeah, see, it's rotating around, but I think I got the wrong coordinate here. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Oh, that's probably supposed to be at the top. Linear. Let's say linear, let's go. All right, now what happens when we rotate it? Okay, equirectangular. This is rotating around in a 300. And there's our sun. Okay, so now we can mess. Now that we have a rotating sky, we can now kind of try some of these different, plug some of these different things in here. Sunset. I think I clicked on you. It's loading, I think. this 387 megabytes. Some of them are like a gig. These well, it's just not letting me select it. All right, let's close that and try it again. Might have clicked on the wrong thing. The EXRs work. Wide Street. Sun, sunflower, sunrise. Here we go. There we go. Now this would be rotation. That's one heck of a sky. See, so we can set up what we want here for our sky. I don't want a blue sky because it's a little bit cold, in my opinion. I just think the orange skies are a little warmer. Skies. Now we actually can see the sky, so we had a problem where we couldn't even see the sky. And other problems. Oh, there we go. Here's our orange sky, and we have actually now we can rotate this up. Okay, this brings it up some. I think we got to balance it off with this one. All right, let's see what happens now when we turn on our figure and our environment. And then we have to go down here and turn this back off here, this island. Wow. Okay, so we've got something happening here now. Now we've got something, an actual sky. Now we go back to our background, which is we still have here, and we can rotate this up a little more here. This way. And this way. Okay. And this way a little bit. Rotate. There's our sun. And let's even the sky out a little bit. With all right, okay, save this. Now I've also learned how to we go edit object. And we go into here, and I'll just show you a little bit of something here. Rigid body. No, it's okay. I don't know how to close all this up here at once, but the scene collection, this. All right, so we go into add. Oh, and we go into add. I think it's force field, which would be, and then No, that's done later. Okay, so this, you add an object, and the object is called smoke. It didn't add it. I add object. Quick, where's that? Quick object, something. Quick effects, smoke. Oh, we have to put in add mesh cube. And then we hide the cube. Sorta. I think the cube's a little too big. Let's see. How do we change the cube size? Alright, let's, maybe it's supposed to be bigger than this actually. It's supposed to, alright, so we, location Y, Z. Alright, I'm messing with the background again. Okay, let's see. Let's undo the background, what I did to the background. Okay. Double click the cube. Okay, now we have the cube selected. And we make the cube larger, scale. And I don't know how to scale. Oh, this, what is it? Shift S. There we, I don't know how I remembered that. All right, let's just make this like a huge domain. And then let's hide the cube. Select the cube. Now, object, quick effects, smoke. All right, that didn't work. Object. We have to add force field. Object. Maybe I have a maybe I have to select this cube. Object. Quick smoke. Now that worked. All right, now we can take and get this. Turn off the cube, and we have to. All right, what did I just do? Oh, look at this. We got smoke. Now what we've got to do is add turbulence modifier. We've got smoke. Ooh, look at that. So this is how you do it. All right, even just a little bit. We got like a lot of smoke. All right, now we go here to add. I don't know which one I've got to add it to. The smoke domain. Let's see, add turbulence. Okay, so that's part of the smoke domain. Where is the turbulence? We got to change where the turbulence is located. So it's not, where is the turbulence? Y, Z. Okay, I guess. Let's bring the turbulence up a little bit. And now the smoke domain, how do we do this? Modifier. Fluid. Okay, we want. Change that. That's already smoke. All right, so how do we cube the smoke domain? Maybe it's up here. Oh, we go to properties, or smoke domain. That's just a lot of smoke. I'm not sure how to make less smoke. Let's see. Modifier, fluid. A resolution. Oh, fuel. It would be in fuel, gas. We have to lower the fuel amount. Which would be in one of these. Cube. Domain material. Okay. Oh, it would be in fluid. And one of these. Properties. Inner friction, okay. Gas. Where is the fuel? Okay, I think it's down in here. This one of these that we had. The field absorption. Damping, inner gas. Okay, we gotta play this again. Resolution divisions. Time scale. Fluid. Particles. Turbulence. It would be, okay, smoke domain material. Gas. Buoyancy, okay. And that's our and here's where you would bake it in. I believe you have to change this to bake. One of these here. Something about baking here somewhere. Okay, but heat, buoyancy, density, and thickness, dampening, inner. There's one of these that's supposed to be particle, fluid. Force field, soft body, okay, material, fluid would be here, modifier, the fluid. Smoke domain, modifier, fluid, collusion, this is Fun stuff. But this is how we get an atmosphere. Is by. Now I've done something to mess this up. All right, let's go back to our cube. Which one is this? Play. Oh, it was way over there. It's backwards. Okay. Fluid. What did I do here? Gas. Let's go back to 32. Oh, there it is again. So we have this massive fluid settings. It's got to be in here somewhere, but how to change fuel in Blender. How? In Blender. The thickness.
So we can see water, there's honey, there's melting glass, and with this comes the equation for the base and the exponent. Here we can see the base is set to 1 and the exponent is set to 6 for water. If we jump back over to Blender, you will see that exact mathematical equation over here. If we want melting glass, which is a lot thicker.
Okay, that's all right. That was the base. This is different though. This is a different fluid. This is smoke. Okay, in fluid. Okay, how to thin smoke? How to make smoke thinner in Blender? Thin smoke.
Hey everyone, my name is Olaf, and today I'll teach you how to make this simulation in Blender using the new default smoke in. Next we need to go into the physics settings for the domain, and let's enable adaptive domain, which saves us baking time, and then increase the length of the simulation. So I'll set the end frame to 250, and then let's do a test bake before we do.
Okay, that's not what we wanted.
Objects, quick effects, and then quick smoke. And then we need to scale up the domain, which is the border of the simulation. So press S to scale, and then G, then set to grab the domain on the Z axis. Next we need to go into the physics settings for the domain, and let's enable adaptive domain, which saves us baking time, and then increase the length of the simulation. So I'll set the end frame to 250, And then let's do a test bake before we do the final bake. And as you can see, everything works fine. So now I'm going to bake it at a higher resolution. So let's free the data. Now when it comes to the resolution, the higher resolution you set, the better it's going to look, but it's also going to take longer to bake. So I recommend for a normal computer to set it around 200, but I have a pretty strong computer, so I'm going to set the resolution
Yeah, I
to
tried to set it at
350.
300. Okay.
And after a few hours of baking, I
A
have
few
this, smoke
hours?
simulation.
Yeah.
And this is going to look a lot better in rendered view than in the viewport, obviously. So let's save before we continue. So just give it a name and save it wherever you want on the computer.
Now that's how you bake it. Okay, adaptive. Now I didn't set it to adaptive, but fire, flame, smoke. Temperature. Okay, this is it. Let's set this to like 0.005. And now what happens when we move this? Let's go back to the beginning. Oh, we got a lot of smoke. I can actually see him though. Sort of for a little bit. Let's go 0.005. Okay, let's try it back. It's probably not going to work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but no, that didn't. Reaction speed, temperature. This is for fire, and we're not using fire. We're using smoke, so let's just go 0.5 and leave that at where it was. We are using smoke, gas, heat. This might be it under gas. Buoyancy, heat. Okay, fluid. Okay, this we're not using fluid either. Particle, permeability. Set 0 random. Let's try putting some, it's just at 0, so let's try like 8 and see what happens. Permeability is 1, so we go down to, instead of 1, we'll go 0.0001. What's this now? Go back to the beginning. Okay, now I can see. So what if we okay, let's go damping. Damping. Go back to the beginning. Okay, I think the damping. So let's bring this oop, we're back to. So for a moment I thought we might have, but it didn't get a chance to. Okay, particles. Okay, I don't know. I know these are particles, but I don't think. What if we do the kill particles? Maybe they won't like accumulate like that. No. collision. Okay. Smoke domain. Domain material. Surface. Okay. Volume. All right. This. Okay, so this is the texture on the particles. Here, fluid. Yeah, I'm not sure that I needed this modifier here. Okay, let's go back to here. This one. How much of an effector force gets lost during collision with this object? Okay, so permeability. This is chance that the particle will pass through the mesh. Amount of stickiness. Okay. Damping. Amount of damping during particle collision. Friction, soft body, fluid. We have a fluid here. Okay. Resolution, time scale. Gravity. I've not been seeing the border collisions. Gas. Okay, buoyancy. Alright, this is it. Faster rising smoke. And rotation in smoke. Alright. Dissolve. How quickly this dissolves smoke makes smoke disappear faster. It says lower values. Okay, so let's go to 0.05. We want the smoke to dissolve faster. Okay. It just like dissolved all the. You have to bake it once you get what you want for smoke. You have to bake it, and then it's like it becomes an animated smoke. Okay, so I might have gone way too much on this. Now what was that again? It was gas. Oh, time. Okay, I think the lowest it goes. One. I don't think it. Point 0.01. No, the lowest it goes is 1. Let's go 2. Dissolve. Adaptive domain. This is the, okay, add resolution threshold. I think that was, you said when it sets, you set that to adaptive. Advanced. The amount of fluid to maintain boundary interference. Threshold. Minimum amount of fluid a cell can contain before it's considered empty. Okay, what's this? Settings. Domain gas. All right, time scale. We'll minimize the number of simulation steps and the computation time. Simulation steps. Let's go down to 1. Okay. This is still huge. Let's go 0.0. Okay. Oh, see, that's still 1, and we got 1 and 1, so let's go 5 here. Empty space. This, I thought I had this all figured out, and okay. This might be it. Let's go 001. Point. Okay. So we go point 1. Point 1. Point 9. Okay, now it's back again, but it seems thinner this time. Voxels are considered empty space. I don't think that's it either, but let's bring this up to 3. Come on. Oh, the highest it goes is to 1. So let's go 0.5. I don't think. Okay, we'll click play. Point 4. Suddenly it's like totally full again. 0.5. Why does it like turn off at 0.5? Because of something I've got probably set here, time scale or 0.4. It's like below the threshold. So let's go 4.49. 0.45. 0.4999. As soon as I go 0.5, okay, 0.42. Okay, so I can see him a little more now. 0.244. Point 4.6. Okay, we'll go 0.45. 0.4. 0.45. 0.47. 0.448. I don't think I'm doing this right. 0.489. We've got a little bit of a we've got a smoke here, and we got a fog here. 899. No, 895. On and it's off again. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go back. How do I change thickness in Blender? Okay. The smoke flow. Alright. Render is too thin. Well, if theirs is too thin, mine's too thick. So it should, the smoke domain. I changed the density fields on the options, but no luck. It is to the color of the light. Cycles. I don't think anybody answered him. Volumetrics. Change the N from 1000 M to 100 M. Volumetrics. Thickness. Oh, that's cloth. VOL. I don't see any volumetrics here. I probably just did this all wrong. Volume and scatter. Multi-resolution geometry nodes. Particle system. What if I get rid of this fluid? I don't think I can just delete this fluid. No, Control Z. Why do they have to make this so hard? Modifiers. Now we have a particle system. I don't see any. Okay, particle system. How do I remove the... Okay, we got rid of the fluid. Now we have a particle system. Collision. Let's delete collision modifier. Particle system number would be 500. let's go to 20. Lifetime 10. Emission particle settings. System. Okay, well that didn't work. Delete the particle system. Smoke domain. This is our, okay, density. Wow. There it is. Huh. This is in the, alright, well we just got rid of all of that other stuff, and now, what happens when we animate this? We may have lost the animatability of it. So, but I can just lower the density here. Density. Okay, we go to 1, and we go to 0, 0.5. Now we've got, now we have a fog. It's a particle field. It's a smoke. But 0.9. Zero. There's the color of our smog, of our fog. Okay, so let's go 0.5 again. We'll go back down to 5. And let's change the color of it to yellow. Our smog of our particles. And now with these as root trees. Those are the shapes. How about the textures on these trees? Look a little shiny, kind of. I'm not sure where we would change them. Small plants, weeds, land. Tree. That would be in here. that's our sunset. That's our background, so it's not showing me the tree shape. Okay, here's the color. Surface color. Subsurface. Metallic. Let's take this metallic thing off here. How about we do that here? Tree. Sure how they ended up with a metallic shape. Tree. Looks horrible, the metallic thing. Where were we? We're in texture, right? Metallic. Tree. Metallic. Eventually I'm going to get the trees that are actually here. Tree. That are in view. Shape. Okay, and okay. Each tree, there's another one here. That one's done. Roughness would also take some of that shine off. Palm tree. Okay. Windmill bark. See, these have this metallic thing on them. This may be you don't want these metallic. Alright, that doesn't seem to have done anything at all. Beech tree. Okay, let's see if we select all of these. Alright, those don't have any metallic on them. Metallic. Okay. Oh, I think these are all the same thing. They're the same instance. So if I change all of these in some way, like bring the roughness up. Okay, that just took some of the shine off of them. Sheen tint. definition. This is weird. I'm not really doing anything yet here. Let's see what this says. This says palm tree 01. So it's okay, palm tree bark. There we go. That changed the color of that tree, I think. And roughness. Okay, so we found one tree, palm tree bark, and palm tree bark. Roughness, let's bring that up a little bit for that. There should be all these instances. There should be like one instance that lets me change them all. Beech tree. Okay. Tree bark. Palm tree bark. There's another one. And I still have some trees here. These palm trees. Windmill bark. What's this? Okay, there's another group. This is MI palm tree. There it is. Alright, and those are bark or metallic stuff. Alright, I think that's a little better than it was. Now what's this now? This tree. Windmill bark. Palm tree bark. Okay. A little bit of roughness on that. Alright, so let's see what we have now. Some kind of mist and fog here. Save this scene. Let's do a quick render and see what it looks like. Hopefully this shows up in the render. Render image. That's what it looked like without the fog, and that's why I worked so hard to get the smoke into the scene. Okay, that doesn't look right. Oh, I think something's wrong with my camera, or I don't know what that is. But it's not correct. Let's see. Camera. Something, these may have gotten turned back on again. Where is that? Would be down at the bottom here. Island. Well, that's off. Alright, let's zoom out a little bit and see what the heck that is. Let's back to here. Oh, what have I done? Render. Oh, maybe I've got to go back to image 1 and render image. I don't know what I've done here. What have we got? What is this? Something appearing in the middle of my scene. Oh, it's the box. How do I make the domain not show? The render. Cube. Smoke domain. That didn't work. Cube. Oh, here. Disable and render. That's it. Render. What a mess! What a mess! There we go. There's our beach scene with our smoke. So it softens the image so it's not so like crystal clear. I always put an atmosphere in my scene. If I'm in Blender, it's like I don't care how many hoops I have to jump over. I'm going to find out how. Now he's got a problem with his toe here, and I didn't want to zoom in on his feet. There's my Mr. Blender guy. So it looks like water here. This is pretty cool. I'm liking this now. I'm not sure. We got to go here and zoom way in on this toe here. Find out what's going on with the toe. All right. What's going on with his toe? I can't see. Why did that zoom out like that when I moved it? Alright, let's go into this mode. Okay, I can sorta kinda see this now. Oh, I think that's the foot one right there. So I can control the foot by this one. This would be edit mode. Okay. This would be edit mode, I think. No, it would be pose mode. Posing. No, we go back to object mode, and I think it's this one. No, that would edit the whole, okay. Which mode do we go to? Normal, orientation, default. Let's go to default. Oh, I have to select the Genesis 8 male. There we go. Now we have something here. Object mode wouldn't be edit mode, no. Object mode. Whatever it is, I'm not at moving. Say, undo. Okay, how about this one? Select the pose. Alright, let's get closer to this foot. I think this is the toes. No, okay. 8 male shape. No, it would be, it's up here, it'd be pose mode. Pose mode, here we go. There's our foot. Fix that. That looked really messed up. This one got the same problem in reverse. Now I've really messed that up. Control Z. Undo that. is that? Alright, well, I think that's good enough. There we go. It's a little better. His feet are going to sink in. Well, they sink in quite a bit. What I can do is just bring him up when we get out of the bush here. Genesis 8 male. That would be this one. And we go to the Genesis 8 male. Z. Let's bring him up gradually. Up. See, as that's like a lot. But, okay. $15, $14, and rotate. Okay, this. Okay, up. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. Yeah, his feet are on the ground. The worst thing you can do is have your figure's feet not on the ground. What happened to my camera? Oh, I'm zoomed way in. Okay, there's my camera. There's my camera. Alright, save this. Now, let's take and do a small render here. See what it looks like. It's 2:33. It's almost time for the Daz store to release their daily. I get up every night at 3 o'clock in the morning just so I can see what they have new. I can't afford anything today. I've finally reached the end of my fortune. Now these trees here, I didn't give them this one, their roughness. Okay, we're going to go back to object mode. Select these trees. Go to, I think this, surfaces, bark, roughness. Bring the roughness up on the bark and the palm tree bark. Roughness. This one. Roughness. Palm tree bark. And windmill bark. Alright, let's see if that. About these, roughness is all good on that, and the windmill bark, roughness up on that. About this tree, I guess that's part of it. Let's see what these have. Okay, those have roughness up, and the palm tree bark, so roughness up. Alright, those are done. Yeah, that's it. So, let's save this. Saved. Alright, now we can go into our render settings. And we're rendering this with cycles. Okay, subdivision. That's a lot of subdivision, 16. Alright, light paths, advanced, seed. Okay, we're going to go down through here. Performance film. Threads, tiles. Okay, up here would be our render properties. Okay, I think this is output properties. Yeah, 1920 by 1080. Let's go 3840, 3840, 20 by 2160. 2160. That's 4K, so it should render in 4K. Resolution. Alright, let's render this and see if we end up with a large render. Image, oh yeah. Now we should have a fairly good sized, well, it's going to be the size of my screen here. So, I'm going to let this render a little bit, and I think I'm done here for it. Renders it in little squares. So it'll render this square here first. And then it'll render this, and then it's got a couple of little spots up top here to render. These top ones go real quick. Now I could make it render longer, but it does a pretty good job at knowing when it's done a square, when a square is done. So I have another Blender render. something for the Blender forum. So I'll wait until at least the other patch comes in, so you can see. So as you can see, you know, what N Cherry said was that, you know, that I've gotten better at Blender, and I probably should have just said, oh yeah, I have, you know, but I don't feel like I have, and so, and when I struggle getting around in Blender and importing my scenes. It took me like 2 hours to get him into the Blender with hair, just him alone. So I still struggle with Blender, and I'm wondering about ZBrush, whether if, you know, I tend to think I just don't know whether if where to go, whether if ZBrush is the way to go or Blender is the way to go. It would appear I think there's a bridge to ZBrush, but I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever heard of a Daz to ZBrush. I don't think I've ever heard of a Daz to ZBrush bridge. Let's see. Let's open up Daz and see what bridges are there, because they're all installed here in Daz. I think they are. You know, I haven't really tried sending a scene into Bryce, because there's this like send to Bryce kind of thing, and send to, alright. So we have Unity, Maya, Cinema 4D, and Blender. Oh, send to ZBrush, and send to Hexagon, and send. I wonder if this send to ZBrush has been there for a while, because this is pretty amazing. So I'd like to put a Genesis 9 figure in here and send them to Bryce and see what happens. I don't think it's going to work. Genesis 9 male figure. And let's do my favorite here. Male figure is where is we got Aiden. Aiden's nice. Let's put Aiden in the scene. Let's give Aiden some clothes. How is this rendering? It's still on one square. That's kind of good. It's rendering for a while until it's ready to switch to the next. So let's get Aiden into the scene. And then we will This would be interesting. I'm wondering if I can how much can be sent to Bryce. That be we're gonna have to put a pose on Aiden, and then we'll find some kind of pants to put on him, and a pose and some hair, and try to send him into Bryce and see. I don't think it works, especially Genesis 9. I'll be real surprised if it does. He's got a beard. Alright, so let's go now to Smart Content Products. And we'll go and put some pants on him. Wardrobe. Default. Okay. Oh, these are showing all of these things that I've converted. Half of them don't work. Alright, we'll put the hunter pants on him. If they work. They do. Oh, they look kind of stupid. Let's find hunter skirt. Let's what if we get rid of the pants here now? That works. Okay, so we'll take him in, we'll put some hair on him and put him in a pose. Poses. We'll find by function. Poses by function as here standing. Oh, we gotta click on Aiden. No wonder why. Standing. Can we do this? I think I like this standing one better. Come on. This one's better. Leave limits on. Let's move his hand. Bend his arm. Parameters, bend. Okay, did that just take his hand out of his leg? Not quite. Bend his hand. There we go. And now let's give him some hair. Hair for his head. Head hair. Short. Aiden. Let's see what we got here. And we gotta mess with his hair a little bit. Hair. Materials. Okay, let's go to this product. Poses. materials. Let's go with dark chestnut brown or dark brown. Okay, that should match his hair. Okay, let's select Aiden now and let's save this. For Bryce. Alright, let's see what happens here. Aiden for Bryce. Let's see what he looks like in Iray first. I think his hair is going to match his beard. It does say dark brown. Yeah, it matches it okay. I'm not too thrilled with that beard right now. Let's get rid of the beard. Let's just leave him like this. He looks nice that way. Alright, save this. Now let's select Aiden and go File, Send to Bryce. I don't think this is going to work. It's going to crash. Converting. Wow. Minus out. Let's see what happens here. What's this look like? See, the hair didn't come through. So we'd have to find some kind of hair that does come through, that does work. And it doesn't look like his eyes, something's wrong with his eyes as well. But his body came through, his clothing came through. It looks, his eyebrows came through. Let's stop this render. And that's the problem. You bring him into Bryce and it like takes forever to render something. But here, let's make this document a little smaller. 800. Let's try that. Okay, so it renders faster. Let's see what's wrong with his eyes. Let's go into the sun and fog. Let's turn the sun this way. That made it worse. Okay, let's we do this, go into a wireframe mode and zoom in some more on him. Bring this up. Change the sky. That's kind of weird. The sky, change the color of the sun. We go to sky fog here. No, not there. X, we go into here. Sun to sun. That didn't work. See, this Bryce is like broken. It doesn't even work right. Now the sun is a different color, but I'm not sure. All right, create a radio light. Edit. Is it selected? Select the radio light. Okay. I didn't want to resize it. Move it. Now. There, he's lit now. Yeah, see, his eyes didn't come in right. His hair didn't come in right, and his eyes didn't. So, that's too bad. Look, that's a really nice scene right there. He would have been beautiful in here. So, let's go here to him. He certainly doesn't look like that there. So we're not going to touch Aiden because he's beautiful right there. Now we go to environments, path to somewhere. Let's throw this in the scene. Now suddenly I want to put Aiden in a really nice scene. See what he looks like here in Daz. That's nice. Save this. And he's, we got to fix the ground a little bit. I don't know who he reminds me of there. So let's go to parameters. Y translate the base a little bit. Texture shaded. I'm always working here. I go to bed at night and I am still working in Daz. I get up and it's like, oh, I made the most beautiful scene, and it's like, no, I didn't, because I was asleep. And sometimes I do that when I can't seem to fix it. I just make one leg shorter. So all right, so we now are going to put a just put a sky here. Save this. And then go out of here. Go to our render settings. Control alternate minus. Click out of there. And let's see what we can find for sky for Aiden. I don't think I want that, but let's see. Parameters. Draw dome is on. Oh, we're in, okay, let's go to Iray. See what this looks like. Let's close Bryce. Okay, there we go. Let's close Bryce. That was, you know, the eyes don't work in Blender either, so it's not like Bryce is, I'm surprised everything else went into Bryce. 9. Foot, bend. Okay, and back into Iray. I have a feeling that there's going to be a new Ultra Scenery pack today. It's going to be cactuses. But I don't know, maybe they haven't finished it yet. Look at this. This is really, look at how beautiful the sun is shining on him. I think I just render him like this, okay? So let's go to render settings, editor. Let's go to widescreen, 16 by 9, and then all right, that's fine. We go to environment options, parameters. Now the sun is nice, but I think I can get it as nice as just as nice as sun. Let's rotate this dome around and see what we have for a sky here. See, look at the mountains in the background. Oh wow. So what I'll do is I'll put the mountains in the background. And put a I can darken this a little bit too. 1 maybe. Or maybe go 3, 4. Brighten it. And let's give it a tint. Let's just maybe lighten it a little more. Make it look a little more realistic when you don't put as much color. It starts to look a little more real. Okay, let's save this and let's render it. We got double renders going on here. It is still rendering this one. Oh, it's all done here. Okay, image. Save as. And desktop. Call this this is Bjorn, B-J-O-R-K, Bjork. .png. Okay, there's one render done. His skin doesn't look very realistic, but now let's go here. Let's smart render settings. All right, let's render this. This is another 4K render. See what we've got. Let's see what Daz has got for sale today. Now, will I remember how I'd like to have been able to buy those, but all right, what are we doing here? All right, right click. Right click. Okay, just refresh. All right, this is ready to close, I think. Save, yeah, save that. We can get some of our video memory back here. Wow, look at this. His feet aren't on the ground, right? So I'm gonna have to stop that, but okay, what's going on here? This is the new stuff. Dial fusion. Oh, polar bear. Make art. 500. Oh, these, look how expensive these are. It's the case. What in the heck are these? Something that's way out of my range, whatever they are. Make art. 599. Boring empty space. Introducing Make Art Studio Script, the revolutionary tool that harnesses the power of advanced AI 2.0 to create stunning pieces of art for your 3D virtual indoor environment. Say goodbye to bland and boring walls and hello to a world of endless creative possibilities. With the Make Art Daz Studio script, you can easily generate beautiful works of art to display in your virtual homes, offices, galleries, whether you're an interior designer, an artist, or someone who wants to add a touch of personality to your digital spaces. This script has got you covered. Our cutting-edge AI technology analyzes the color scheme, composition, and overall style of your 3D environment and uses this information to generate artwork that perfectly complements your space. You will be amazed. And this is what they gave us. So I'm going to buy this because of this one image. It's like, oh, definitely, I get it. I can see it. So why wait? So I'm going to have a computer taking in. Yep. Where, you know, I don't know, they feminized him. I don't get it. It's basically, it's picked up. So, all right. It's probably worth it. I'm sure they put a lot of work into it, but this isn't enough of a thing to make me want to just rush right out and spend $600 on it. So that's probably something that I'm going to absolutely have to have. So, but imagine for a moment. Okay, this is $400. A briefcase forged before man, containing the bounty of which no man has ever gazed upon. A case that has traveled the breadth of time and space with one dimension, one bastion of light, one road, and to end all roads. Your Daz 3D shopping cart. Do not, under any circumstance, purchase this items. Its contents have been classified as SMUC. The case. Okay. Belgium, the moon, it's been everywhere. Oh my God. Today is April 1st. Okay, these are jokes. They got me. They almost got me like, what the frig? $400. Add to the cart. Okay. So it's and then the make art. It's like, okay, I get it. And the one picture, it's like, I'm going to spend $500 on this, and it's going to make this for me. That's funny. Okay. They got me. They got me. I kind of wish these were all free. But that would be okay. Ponytails. So we got the headdress. Okay. Animal tracks. This is kind of cool, but I think I like human tracks better than animal tracks. Yeah. Undercover saplings. Okay. Dial fusion for Genesis 9. This could be interesting if it enables me to use Genesis 8 to dial in stuff. The power scripts that enables you to create your own character dials with ease. You can even create expression dials too. Is a once-off result, the same as character scene subset. Dial Fusion will easily turn those into dials. Instead, okay. No need to have your figure in default pose or position. Dial Fuse will bypass and ignore all of that when making your dials. This is a good product. I'm going to have to wait on this. It's like you can put your character into a pose and then create a dial, and then every time you want to bring them back right into that perfect pose, you just use the dial. And it can take you hours to get a character into the right pose with the right expression and all of that. And this it makes it easy to bring any character into that pose and expression. That's a Genesis 9 character. Yeah. Like some people buy this, it's like this AI thing. I'm still chuckling over this. It's like, why would I pay $500 for this AI thing? And at first they had me thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to use my library and create art just right by just taking stuff from my library. So, yeah, they got me on that one. All right, Feeling Fruity earrings, okay. The polar bear. And, I was just looking through to see if there's anything for free. It's been a while since they've offered stuff free. Oh, there it is. Covered cages. I don't notice these things. I have to take these out. I can't afford to buy these as nice as they are. Okay, view the cart. And medieval cages. I don't think I want that applied. All right, purchase. It's not going to need any kind of thing here, just that. All right. And that's that. So outfit. Decrack flyer. Okay, it's I see what that is. Yeah. What's this? Tennis court. I didn't look at this up close, but this is pretty cool. So yeah, it's pretty nice. The tennis court's nice. Alright. And the animal tracks are good. I don't know how many times I've struggled to get footprints in sand when I have needed to. The bachelor apartment. Okay. It's pretty cool. I like things when they have a lot of light like this. You know, this is pretty nice. It's got some nice windows here. I'm not sure that the cityscape that's outside actually comes with this. Let's look. Basket, okay, no. So that doesn't come with it. Studio in an industrial complex, clean, modern appliance, the living room sofa, flat screen. There's so a dining room with a table and chairs. See, it says props. It's got all these props, but I don't see any. It would say HDRI if it had the picture behind the windows. So you have to come up with your own city, which isn't that hard. Save on new on Dial Fusion. I don't know that I'm gonna have to wait on that. I can't buy anything right now, so yeah. So let's see what my render. Okay, this render has got problems because his foot is off the ground. So close. I could make this foot a little bit longer. Okay, what am I doing here? I'm screwing up my render here. Render scene. I'd like to get him as close as possible here in the render. And then let's take his leg. Oh gosh. Parameters. Scale it. Okay, let's create camera. Now we can zoom in on this leg and see what's going on. It's the only thing in the render that's just not touching the ground right now. It's got to touch the ground. Let's bring his leg ahead a bit. Okay, texture shaded. All right. I think we got it. And okay, go back to our camera. Okay, it looks like his camera. Now let's see what this looks like in Iray. I think we're done here. Yeah, that's going to be our render right there. What's going on with his foot? Is his foot up in the air? Yeah, something's wrong with his foot. Scale his foot. foot. Okay, I think that works. Back to the camera. Okay. Save this, and we're gonna click render on this. So that's gonna do it for me. Thank you for watching, and happy April Fool's Day. They got me on that one. It was like, wow, $600 for AI. Oh, and I figured it. I figured it out. It's like, okay. It's like, what's today again? It's they got me. They got me for a little while. That's what this thing about doing live stuff is. It's like you can be the brunt of an April Fool's joke. Yeah, it's what happens. So, where's my guy here? There he is. How does he look? He looks pretty good. So, yeah. All right. So, there we go. Have a great April 1st. And I will see you again in another video soon. So thanks for staying around and watching. It is very late. It is 3:30 in the morning. So please like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and you will get a notifications when I go live again. And you can hang out and chat. Thanks to N. Cherry very much, and to Angus for hanging around as long as they could. We got 2 likes tonight. Thank you for the likes on my video. So slowly, we're working towards that 4,000 hour. So I think we maybe got a couple of hours in tonight. So 2 more hours towards 4,000 hours. And I'll be able to earn some money with this channel. So, all right. Bye-bye. Take care. Much love. And don't get tricked.